What's going on, everybody? So I'm sitting here in my Jeep on my lunch break. It's kind of a rainy day, so you might hear a little bit of pitter patter on the roof. And these Jeeps are not very good at keeping the sound out, so hopefully maybe it sounds a little bit relaxing. I kind of like the sound of rain. Helps me relax. So might as well make a video instead of coming out here and taking a freaking nap, because that would happen probably. But yeah, I wanted to kind of talk real quick. I saw, and I know a lot of people are going to be talking about it, I saw Darius just uploaded a video, and I haven't watched his yet. So again, hopefully I don't say the same shit. And DVD Fever, I saw he uploaded one too. But yeah, so Pete has deleted his channel, and it kind of got me thinking. In the title of the video, you see it's the Amico gravy train has derailed. And yes, that's definitely where we are at. And you know, you could say that Pete has deleted his channel because of how it was found out. Ninja Kitty said it, Darius has said it, that, you know, he was buying subs and views. Whoa, shit, did you hear that? I was taking my shoes off, I just revved up the engine. Which is never a good thing. You know, it's an instant ticket to having problems, because especially a small channel, if you were a bigger channel, you could probably get away with it, but a smaller channel, it's pretty fucking obvious. And the reason I feel like he's doing that, like, he's definitely one of those that wants to have a big channel, wants to compete with the big boys. And he definitely I think he definitely thought that the views were going to come with this Amico. And I'm sure Tommy sold it to him as one of those things that your channel's going to be big. You're going to have exclusive access on this brand new console. It's going to revolutionize the market. So Pete definitely had it in his mind that the Amico was going to help grow his channel. I mean, he was going to have the exclusive interviews with Tommy. He had that whole big deal set up, and the shit didn't work. Shit didn't work out, and he had to kind of separate himself from it. And he changed his name to Classy Gaming Fun, and now he had that desire, that addiction, that just need to be popular and have a bigger channel. He made a fucking huge mistake and bought subs. And now he's gone. He's deleted his channel, and it's been happening to all of them. The fucking gravy train it's done. I mean, Retro Bro too, he took his channel down, and he came back. He hasn't posted any videos yet, and now it is possible that he is part of the quiet period. quiet period. And sure, maybe, but it certainly has not worked out for him. That how many times has he's taken his channel? Is it twice now that he's taken his channel down, or am I mistaken on that? So it did not work out for him either. Smash JT, who just made the video saying, I mean, he's claiming that the Amico is done because the cancellation letters that came from the Canadian Amazon, which, you know, it could be, it may not be, who knows. Definitely not going to fucking probably hear the truth from Amico anyways. I mean, they need to come out and say something. I imagine they might address something with this, because that is kind of, you know, damning news. More people might start throwing in the towel on their pre-orders. But his fucking didn't work out for him either. Who else we got that's fucked them over? Turbo Joe. I mean, how many times has he fucking been made to look foolish by Intellivision? And his fucking, like, I'm sure he thought he was going to be get on board on this too. The only one left is still DJC, is still making those fucking videos, and he's just writhing around in the gravy that's dumped all over the floor, like all over the ground that's tipped out from the fucking train cars filled with the Amico gravy. He's just still like trying to slurp that shit up. Like he does not get it, man. He's going to just, he is dead set on the fucking Amico making his channel something, and he still gets some views, but as far as credibility goes, he's gonna be right down the shitter with the rest of them. Cyrus Martin, what he has tried and done, the Joy of Amico channel, which failed, and now he's back. He's got a Cyrus the Virus channel, and he's not talking about Amico shit at all, man. And yeah, dude, fucking the gravy train is done for them, which they thought was going to make a difference for their channel, and it fucking hasn't. Tommy and Intellivision has made them all look foolish. They fell for his charms. They fell for the lies. They fell for the sell on how the Amico was going to change the world, and how the Amico was going to be this big thing, and it's going to be a companion to all of the other systems. It's going to be family friendly. It's going to be affordable. It's just all fucking crap and failures and lies, and it's a sad thing, really, for a lot of them. I mean, I don't feel sad for them. I don't feel bad for them, because for so long they were really the ones that were fighting everyone and causing a bunch of fucking problems for people, and just unwilling to accept any level of criticism, when at any moment they could have stepped in and been like, yeah, these are a little bit of problems, I'm still gonna go for it, but this is shady. Like, they just pretty much doubled down on all the bullshit, whatever Tommy was telling them. And dude, I mean, at some point your eyes got to be open. Like I said in my last video, like, sure, maybe it's possible that I could have been slightly influenced if I had gotten the full grand tour, but I would have fucking figured it out real fucking quick that this shit is bogus. It's not, turn the heat down, it's getting kind of hot. It's not legit. And they wrote it for as long as they could, and I think a lot of them did it because it was the greed of their channels turning into something, because it's easy to talk about the Amico, you know, and trying to, instead of coming up with other topics to talk about. And the same thing applies to us, the haters. The gravy train of Amico is coming to an end as well, and in a lot of ways I'm actually kind of glad about that. Like I did say, I wish that there was still going to be a little bit more, because I just wanted closure on the whole thing, and I don't feel like we're going to get the fucking closure that we deserve. If the system doesn't come out, it's just going to be, like I said, blamed on the pandemic, blamed on the haters, chip shortages, all that shit. So it will never be confirmed who was right and who was wrong, and that's going to leave me feeling like I just never got the closure, the satisfaction of knowing what the truth was. But on the other hand, it's going to force us to get more creative. It's going to force us to talk about things that, like Canadian Gamer always talks about, low-hanging fruit, because the Amico is low fucking hanging fruit. It's easy to just climb in my hammock and start ranting about the Amico, and it gets kind of stale after a while. Don't get me wrong, it's fun as shit. I mean, because for a while there, the story was just twisting and turning, and there was always something new, and it's fun to talk about. It is, and you know, it's possible there still could be another twist out there. I thought that there was going to still be something, but I don't know, after seeing that cancellation letter from Amazon, I mean, this could be the end. I hope that Intellivision comes out and fucking says something. The funny thing would be if they come out and do more damage control and just string this thing along. But yeah, you know, there's a lot of things to talk about. There's going to be a whole other bunch of issues that come up, or things that we can, you know, I'm sure there'll be other shit that you can rant about, because I do kind of enjoy the rants. The rants are fun. But there's other things that we can talk about, you know? There's the actual good side of retro gaming. And You know, Ninja Kitty has talked about made the videos about people not being real, and the things he said about me, like, it really made me feel good. Like, I mean, as men, we don't really get a whole lot of compliments like that. You know, it's one of those things. Like, women tend to get a lot of compliments, even if they're sometimes malicious from men who are just trying to get in their pants. But even other women tend to compliment women more. Men, we just kind of live more solitary lives, and a compliment like that, it goes a long way. You know, you get some good feedback, and a lot of you guys have given me positive feedback in the comments and sections, and it's a good feeling. You know, it lets you know that you're doing things right. And you know, a lot of people that we associate with it, you can tell that we're more real. I mean, Ninja Kitty is real, dude. He doesn't have a problem saying like it is. He's blunt. And Tony is real. Carl is real. Everyone. I'm not gonna sit here and name everybody, but everyone knows who they are. Like, there's not really a lot of fakeness going on this side. It's like, if you're just making content just to make fucking content, then you're doing it wrong. You know, this should just be about having fun. And I don't ever see how you would want to try to make this into your full-time job, because it kills your motivation. It kills that creative side, because then it's like you have to make videos, not that you want to make videos. And that's where I'm at. I want to make videos. Now, there's times in my life where I might not make as much because of things that are going on that slow us down, but and then other times, like right now, I'm in a mode where I just want to make more content. And that's why, you know, I decided to help with the Geek Getaway channel. Like, why not? You know, like, it's kind of a fun thing to do, to go together and just have different kind of perspectives and different types of videos. But at the same time, I still have things I want to do on my channel, and it will always be real. It will always be coming from a place of wanting to talk about stuff. It will never be coming from a place that, like, fuck, I feel like I have to do this, or that I'm shilling for a company because I want free shit. Like, that's not going to fucking happen. That's just, once you get into that mode, like OEBP is finding out, it's going to turn on you eventually. If you're not fake and you keep it real, there's really not a whole lot of things that people can call you out for. And it's a shame. It's a shame, because all these cult members were duped and fooled and pulled into this. And you even had Relic Gamer making his flex video, how he's got 8 arcade 1-up cabinets. Like, ugh, that's pathetic, dude. Like, that's sad. But even him, he's got to, like, we don't just talk about the Amico, and you guys do all this. And even though you, dude, were making fucking tons of Amico videos too, like, maybe not on your channel, but you were always on those panels and you were always in comment sections, so you have no room to talk. But even him, like, he probably thought he was going to get something from this that just has not developed, and it's not going to develop, and it has damaged their reputations. It has damaged their channels. Everyone that has been positive about the Amico, it has damaged their channels, except for Smash JT. He got out right before, I guess, it just is at a point where it's obvious that you're running because it's fake. I mean, I know some of y'all still think that he's doing it because of trying to get clout, and it may very well could be, but he still had better timing than the rest of you guys. So he will have his audience that comes back and will respect him more because of that, whereas the rest of the shills and cult members are just still fucking unwilling to speak out. It's like, dude, guys, you just got to come out and fucking just go ahead and be honest and start being real, and just admit that you were possibly duped and you were wrong. And, like, even OEB Pete, like, if he just takes some fucking time, and this, I may be getting in the same kind of territory that Darius said, because I saw he had some advice for OEB Pete, and it's like, my advice, if it's the same, you know, then whatever, don't listen to me. But my advice to him is just to take a little bit of time, regroup, just go into a quiet period, then come back and just be fucking real, be honest, be like, hey guys, like, you know, I got caught up in this shit. I thought that it was going to be something, because I know he's made the comments that he's doing this for his kids, and I'm not going to fucking get into kids. I don't want to get into that, and that may very well be the case, but at the same time, I don't think it's right to just dump all that on them, say that's why you're doing it, because you were definitely doing it too for clicks and to try to grow your channel, and you need to just come back and be honest and admit it and just own it up. Own it and say, listen guys, I let you down. I let my audience down. I just got caught up in the fame. Things didn't quite work out with the Amico. I changed my name and I thought that things were going to move faster, but going forward, I'm just going to make content for the love of making content, and make your channel about that. Like, I would honestly change back to OEB Pete. Like, Classic Gaming Fun has been damaged now. Like, I would come back as OEB Pete. And I have a feeling that's probably what Darius said too. And if he did, that's good advice. It's come back, you're known as OEB Pete, bring back the fucking do intro, and be real. Be honest. Retro Bro too, man. Like, quit just fucking shilling for these companies, man. Like, talk, if it's honest, be honest. Like, last night on Rhea's stream, like, I was honest. Like, I think the 1UP arcades are garbage. Like, I don't see the point. I'm not into that. And the Evercade, like, I really don't see the point of it. I know some of y'all like it, and that's fine. That's fair. You can have that, but don't get caught up with these companies. Don't let them fucking trick you. Don't let them lure you into shilling for them for free shit or free access. Like, you've learned your lesson, guys. Like, all of y'all can come back from this and be better for it if you just be honest and admit to your audiences what you did. And like Ninja Kitty pointed out, like, when I make a mistake, I make these cringe fucking videos about how I fucked up. And I know some of you say I don't have to, but to me, I feel like I do, because I just always want to be real with the people. Like, if I get information wrong, or if I do something wrong, if I say something wrong, or if I maybe went too far in certain places, I will say I'm sorry, and I will try to do better. And that's all you guys have to do. Like, get your fucking ego, get out of the way of your fucking ego, and just come to terms with what's happened and be honest with your people, and people will forgive you. People want to forgive you. Sure, you will always have those certain trolls and certain element of people that will always shit on you, and hey, maybe I might too. You know, I'm kind of a troll myself, so I can't fucking say anything, but the most part, the people that really do want to be your audience, they will forgive you. That's just the way that human nature is. We want to forgive. We don't want to always hold grudges. At least not all of us. The majority of people don't like conflict, and they want to just see you do well, because they came to your channel and they subscribed to you because at one point you were being real, and you just somehow strayed away from that. So there's still time. Just the fucking Amico gravy train is done. It's burning, and just DJC is hanging on, slithering around in that gravy. So, and I'm sure there's some other few, but I don't watch everybody. At one point I was pretty hooked on the Amico, and I was watching everyone's content. Like, now I don't fucking, it's like, there's nothing to talk about. It's a stupid quiet period. But it's certainly won't be my last Amico. We're not the Amico video, because it's not done. They haven't come out and said it. There will still be some things to talk about, and fuck, who knows, man? It could get wild. It could get nuts again, but I highly doubt it. But it could, and if it does, we'll talk about it. But yeah, probably should get back into work. Been about 20 minutes out here, so whatever. They're pretty slack. They love me around here, so I can get away with more shit. But yeah, I'll be check out tonight on the Geek Getaways. We'll be streaming. I'll be streaming on that tomorrow. Carl and I are supposed to stream on Days Gaming on my channel. I was gonna try to do it earlier so that like Ramblin' Man could come on, but we're gonna go to Dave and Buster's, take my son out there, and there's not one nearby, so we have to travel a little bit to get to it. So we won't be streaming till probably that evening or that night, but be on the lookout for that. It'll be fun. And like I've said, I want anyone to feel free to come by and hang out. And there's no judgment on my channel. It's anyone is free to come on and join. And I kind of want to get to know people, and I want people that maybe would feel intimidated coming on other channels. You can come on my channel, and it's like, if you've ever had anything you want to say, like, get it off your chest. Like, I'm not going to be hard on you, and I won't argue with you. I mean, I might give you a little bit of pushback if I think that something you're saying I don't agree with, but I'm not going to do it in a harsh way. I just spit. Ugh, spit. I do that sometimes. I've got a big mouth, and it's a big wet mouth. So, but yeah, so look out for that. And thanks for watching, everyone. Take care.